In our previous chapter, we looked at how to implement role-based access control. And in this chapter, we're looking at how to implement OAuth 2 authentication using these social logins. And we'll start by implementing this Google login. And if everything is successful, Google will send me an access and refresh token like that. So let's look at the API for Google login. So the API is this redirect to Google login, right? So what we will do is we'll simply use anchor tag, and then we'll use this URL as a reference of that anchor tag or button, right? Anything. And after that, when a user clicks on that, then the backend or that URL will render the Google consent screen from where a user can actually select the Google account. The only thing frontend need to do is use this URL in the reference of the anchor tag or button. And after that, backend will redirect the user in some routes of the client side, like this one, this users Google callback, right? So we'll have to make this kind of route, like users Google callback, in our client side. And in that route, what we have to do is we'll have to fetch the data, from a URL, something like this, set up by the backend. And in that request, in response of that request, we'll get access and refresh token. And since this free API is not working as of now, we'll have to rely upon another backend service. And for that, we'll be using a Firebase. All right. The flow is kind of same, but Firebase offers more, services in the backend, right? So that it'll be more easy in the front end side. So the steps are very simple. First of all, we'll have to log in, and after that, let's go to console. And after that, let's create a Firebase project with any name you want. And let's continue. And after that, let's continue again. Let's continue and select an account. I will choose default and create a project. And let's continue. And now let's go to this wave. And because we are creating a wave application, right? That's why we are going to this wave. And after that, let's register app with any name. And let's register. So now what we have to do is we have to install Firebase in our terminal. So let's go to our terminal and install Firebase. And let's now go to Firebase and let's copy this script. All right. And after that, let's go over here and let's create a new file in this services auth. Let's give it a name Firebase config.js. And after that, let's paste it over here. And now let's remove this one first of all, and let's import get auth. All right, so it's get auth from Firebase auth. And let's go to the end and let's remove this one and let's export const auth equals get auth. And let's add app over here. And let's also remove this storage bucket, messaging sender ID, and measurement ID. We only need this 4, right? So our 50% work has been done. Let's now integrate Google sign in our login page. So let's go over here and copy this button, and let's now change text to sign in with Google. Now let's remove all the styles and let's add on click and let's give function sign in with Google. All right. Now we have to make this function. So let's go to top and over here, let's const sign in with Google, and this is going to be a function like that. And let's now create a provider like that and new Google Auth provider. And we'll have to import this from Firebase auth. So let's go to top and here let's import Google Auth provider from Firebase auth, and also let's import sign in with pop-up. So sign in with pop-up like that. And I think this one is not imported properly, so let's import it correctly from Firebase auth. And after that, let's make a try catch block for getting tokens, right? So let's make catch. And let's now catch the error and we'll simply log the error. All right. So now let's const result equals await and sign in with pop-up. And then we'll have to use auth and our provider. So auth, so I think there's an issue over here. So we need auth from Firebase config, and we need Google Auth provider and sign in pop-up from Firebase auth. So I think yeah. So let's make it async. And after that, let's give provider over here. And now this result will contain all the details from the Google account. So let's log it, Google logged in user, and a result.user. And finally, we need to continue. And after that, we need to go to build, and let's go to authentication. And after that, let's go to sign in method, and let's use Google over here, right? And now let's enable this one. And now let's provide email, and then let's save. So it's enabled, so we can check it out. So click on it, and there we go. Let's choose one account, and let's continue. And that's it. We got the credentials of the Google account. So everything is correct. So what we need now is the tokens, access and refresh token, right? So we're getting it from STS token manager. So let's store that in our client side. So here, const access token and refresh token is gonna be result.user dot was STS token manager, right? And let's now store it in our client side. And for that, we have set tokens. If you remember in our previous chapter, right? So let's give access token, refresh token, and user role as user, like that. And after we are logged in, we will go to our product page. So let's navigate to product. So let's test it out. Let's refresh first and then sign in with Google, and let's choose one account. And there we go. We have finally navigated to the product page, and in the stores, if we see the local stores, we have got the tokens as well. And this logout will simply work like in our previous chapter. Let's now check if the logged in user is stored in the Firebase or not. So let's go to authentication, and there we go. So we are finally stored. Let's now give more style and add icon, Google icon. Right, so for that, let's go back to our code, and here in the signing with Google button, let's first of all give it a full width, and after that, let's wrap text to this signing with Google text, and after that, let's go to React icons, and let's now install React icons. So let's go to terminal and paste it out. And after that, let's go to React icons and search for Google, and we'll choose this colorful Google icon. So let's import this one. Let's go to top, and let's import FC Google and copy it. And off this text, let's add a component FC Google like that. And let's also add margin end to be 5. Error in the text. So let's import it from Chopper UI like that. And finally, we got it. And let's give size as 24. And that's it. And in our next chapter, we'll be implementing GitHub logging, and that is going to be way more easier than this Google logging because we have already completed the setup part.